Good morning, everyone, and welcome to today's Shotsuki monthly memorial service for those who have passed away on the month of March. And today I am happy to announce that, we had board meeting a few days ago, and we decided to reopen the temple from March 27th. So March 27th from 10 a.m., we are going to have in-person service at this Hondo for the first time in 2 years. Yeah, it's been really long 2 years for me streaming the service from this empty Hondo, and I'm looking forward to seeing you engaging, sitting in the pew, and we can finally see our faces and communicate each other. So I'm really looking forward to seeing you on March 27th. And today, we are going to chant Sanbujo, followed by the chanting of Ogonge. And I'm going to read the Shotsuki names, followed by Dharma talk, and reading of the On White Ashes. So please join me in Gassho. Please put your palms together. Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu, Namanda Butsu, Namanda Butsu, Namanda Butsu, Namanda. We gathered here today to observe the Shotsuki monthly memorial service for those who have passed away on the month of March. Namo Kie Butsu, Namo Kie Ho, Namo Kie So. I take refuge in Buddha. I take refuge in Dharma. I take refuge in Sangha. Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu, Namanda Butsu, Namanda Butsu, Namanda. 逃亡小仏国ご修行ごじゃ非道菩薩衆黄金無量各難罪北市唯上下薬部年非道菩薩衆黄金無量各一切小菩薩各祭天妙慶法公無下供養無量各元年総天学長法和下音加丹最小尊供養無量各九脱人図へ遊入人望門具足空独造妙智無東林永日小世間少女小自運苦行行三蔵慶州無常尊憲秘言浄土微妙難寺銀pot無常心願が国薬年能寺無量尊同様発言書空水無修行返上実法国へ行為行心三蔵十長入一切天因出有薬開官儀大事関税音小仏慶州門白仏が炎症唯念願設置凡所如来心八頓長妙高東十菩薩記根絶忍耐長実法来生実五七悲願四愚言浄土十慶東差仏閣僚一切法有行無限公満足称名願筆上行税制地方行伝用空教菩薩道具小空読本十慶東差仏通達小法書一切空無我戦具上仏道筆上行税制小仏語菩薩両言安行仏門法行十行失徳症状症死非言上国連則徳人類筆頭無量尊十期上等学五仏本願力門名欲往生開始等非国自治不大天菩薩公志願願公国無異不年度一切妙見脱実法無事億如来非形変小説 苦行官議公言等安行国役任務前本不徳門司教頂上会社内逆門消防増強県政村即の新史実県教文部行有薬大官議教満平家大難儀新司法粛清検証仏行長行税教正門枠菩薩幕の奥昇進異業重症も欲行街道人如来知恵会人公無害体二乗非小式唯仏読妙量慶子一切人具足海徳道上映地本具奥公子仏地具力国公絶人寿有不地仏定無偏在行税地症状寿命人南東区仏世薬難地人ぬ心霊難薬門精進具門坊の不毛謙虚特大教即が全身ぬ税公東発地摂満世界化筆下用門坊登場仏の交際生じるナマンダブナマンダブナマンダブナマンダブナマンダブナマンダブ願にしく読平等正祭道本菩大心往生安楽ナマンダーブツナマンダーブツナマンダーブツナマンダーブツナマンダーブツナマンダーブツナマンダブツナマンダブツ Now I would like to share the Shotsuki names Abe Chozo and Michael Allen Noboru Aoki George Shigeru Choi Won-chon, Delay Masako, Fingo Ben, Fujita Haru, Hamada Hana, Hara Eijiro, Hariya Shinichi, Haruki Koji, Hataseki Taro, Higashi Roy, Ikata Sumiko, Itoyama Shohachi, Kakishita Shigeichi, Kanai Nancy Hisako, Kato Hanjiro,木田ジェームス慶次郎、北川貞、小池力、小池敏子、河野仁大鷲、倉岸勲、倉岸虎和、倉田虎一、栗林達子、栗原ウォーレス、前田八重子、増岡マティュー、松永ヘンリー、三代一樹、三浦仁、溝手航、村木蒔絵、村松久、長沼澄、長島田レケ、中島田メリー、 中島田達三、成木浩二、西田軍一、西村喜寿、布谷真一、落合善三郎、岡林初、大西フレッド、力石為一、貞本義人、佐伯明キャップ、斉藤久子、櫻井千代子、三条一樹、佐々木大次郎アート、佐藤末野、芹角ビートライス、塩木貞治、白石譲、白石豊、高林幸乃、高野義吾、竹内ドリ純子、竹内ジャネット節子、田村邦次、棚田ハワード利勝、田中俊子、田中豊、辻村藤吉トム、上杉和恵、上竹潮、渡ジャック静馬、山田フランシスゆりえ、山田千一郎、山野重太郎。And I'm sorry if I pronounced your loved one's name incorrectly. And if you have any addition to the list, please let us know. And now, I would like to share the words from Master Tanlan's commentary on Waswandu's treatise, quoted in chapter on Shinjin of Shinran Shonin's Kyogyo Shinshu. So please join me in Gassho. Please put your palms together. もし人無常菩提心を欲せずしてただかの国土の呪楽暇なきを聞きて学のためのゆえに正然と眼前またまさに往生を得ざるべきなりと。Suppose there is a person who without awakening the mind aspiring for supreme enlightenment simply hears that bliss is enjoyed in that land without interruption and desires to be born there for the sake of the bliss. Such a person will not be able to attain birth. ナモアミーダ仏、ナモアミーダ仏、ナモアミーダ仏、ナマンダ仏、ナンマンダ仏、ナンマンダ仏。So good morning everyone and welcome to today's Shotsuki monthly memorial service. And as I mentioned, I'm really happy that we are going to reopen the temple on March 27th. So if you missed the announcement at the beginning, I'm repeating here, and I'm going to repeat it at the end of the service too. So March 27th, we are going back to in-person service. It doesn't mean that we are going to stop this online portion of it. We are going to stream the service online and in person at the same time. So it's going to be the hybrid service. And hopefully we are able to do that. And I'm sure we have experiences of these 2 years streaming the services. So, setting will be the same, but we have temple, we have people in the hondo. That would be really interesting, and that would be really great for me to have somebody who's actually attending the service. But anyway, today's word I shared at the beginning is the word of Master Tanlan, one of the Pure Land masters from 5th and 6th century. Shinran Shonin's thought is influenced by Master Tanlan a lot, and he quotes the commentary on treatise on the Pure Land written by Master Tanlan often in his masterwork Kyogyo Shinshu. And today's word is from the commentary. And when Shinran Shonin quotes the word from the commentaries or the sutras, where he quoted has important meanings. And Shinran Shonin quoted today's word in chapter on Shinjin of Kyogyo Shinshu, where Shinran Shonin discusses the bodhicitta, aspiration for the supreme enlightenment. And little before this quote, Shinran Shonin said, transcending crosswise is Shinjin, that is directed to beings through the power of the vow. It is a mind that aspires to attain Buddhahood. So those who are watching my morning service might remember this, but I use the metaphor of the chimney. If we are stuck in chimney, there are two ways to get out from the chimney: to climb up or to escape by making a hole in chimney. To climb up the chimney is like self-power practices. It takes time and efforts. To make a hole in chimney by the self is also self-power. But what if the rescue team come and make a hole in chimney from outside and rescue us from the chimney? That is other power. So this is what transcending crosswise means. Our self-calculation is not included at all. It is all through the working of Amida Buddha, the working of the name, Namo Amida Butsu. So we just entrust ourselves to the working, to grasp and never abandon us. This is Shinjin, entrusting heart. And Shinran Shongin is saying that Shinjin is the mind that aspires to attain Buddhahood, bodhicitta. So going back to the word of Master Tanlan, he said, without aspiration to attain Buddhahood, seeking for the joy and pleasure of the self in the Pure Land, such a person will not attain birth. But this does not mean that Master Tanlan is denying the feeling of seeking for the joy or pleasure in the Pure Land. An important part is without aspiration to attain Buddhahood, meaning without shinjin, without entrusting heart. So Master Tanlan or Shinran Shongin is not denying our feeling that I want to see my loved ones once again. But they are encouraging us to receive shinjin, entrusting heart in this present moment, and be settled to attain birth in the Pure Land, to attain Buddhahood. A few weeks ago, we lost one of the respected scholars, Reverend Tomoyasu Naito. I have most of his books, and I really rely on his understanding when I explain the understanding of Shinran Shongin. And in one of his books, he said, when we lost someone we love, it is natural to feel joy for having the place where we can meet again. And when I read these words by him, I thought about the story of another respected scholar, Reverend Jitsen Kakehashi, who passed away in 2014. And he was invited to one of the temples, Honko, almost every year. And there are books of his Dharma talks. And I believe I have most of them too. And Reverend Kakehashi's Dharma talks are really brilliant, and he was one of my favorite senseis to listen to. And his Dharma talks are available to watch on YouTube now, but I believe English subtitles are not available. So I hope his Dharma talks will be available to English speakers someday. But this is the story by his son, Reverend Shingyo Kakehashi, in postscript on the last Honko Dharma talks of Reverend Jitsen Kakehashi. So it is confusing having two Reverend Kakehashi. So now I just call Reverend Jitsen Kakehashi as Kakehashi Sensei. And I might have shared this story in the past, but in one of his last days, Kakehashi Sensei was suffering from high fever. He was shivering from the fever. Then his wife went close by his ear, and she said, あなたよかったですね。もうすぐ親鸞聖人に会えますね。Dear, how nice that you are able to meet Shinran Shongin soon. And then Kakehashi Sensei stopped shivering. Kakehashi Sensei devoted his life sharing the teaching of Nembutsuge. And Shinran Shongin was unseen, respected teacher for him throughout his life. So feeling that finally being able to meet Shinran Shongin gave him ease and comfort. And when Kakehashi Sensei passed away, many people said, Sensei Gojo omedetou gozaimasu. Sensei, congratulations on your attainment of birth. This is really a nice way to end one's life. Not regretting, but send off with congratulatory words. So if I die, I hope people send me off with saying, congratulations on your attainment of birth. But anyway, the feeling of wanting to meet someone we love, this kind of feeling is not denied. I know there are some people who doesn't want to see anyone. That's okay. But it doesn't have to be the family or friends. Just like Kakehashi Sensei, it could be aspiring or wishing to meet somebody we respect, like Shinran Shonin. It could be Shakyamuni Buddha. It is nice to have the place where we are able to meet again, or meet for the first time, right? So Shinran Shonin said in one of his letters, "My life has reached fullness of its years. I am certain that I will go birth in the Pure Land before you. So without fail, I will await you there." The feeling that teachers, our loved ones are waiting, gives us ease and comfort, especially after we experience the loss. And actually, having the place to meet again, that really gives ease and comfort in this present life too. In these 2 years, I was alone in the Hondo. First few months, I asked Ken to come to help live streaming the services. But after COVID cases got worsened, I transformed service format from live stream to recorded service. So I recorded all by myself in the Hondo, and I see no one in the temple. But now, finally, we decided the day to reopen the temple. And we are able to meet again in this Hondo. So that feeling of, how do I say it, meeting everybody in one place again, that gives me ease and comfort too. So I am really looking forward to seeing you on March 27, and I hope the COVID cases stays or keep decreasing, and then we don't have to worry about COVID as much as we used to do in these 2 years, and hopefully we are able to share teaching of Nembutsu, the joy of encountering the teaching of Nembutsu, and share the laughter together, just like we used to do. So I hope today's talk was somehow helpful, and I would like to conclude my message with reading on White Ashes written by Rennyo Shonin in 15th century. And I will read it in Japanese first and later in English. So please join me in gassho. Please put your palms together. それ人間の不祥なる相をつらつら感ずるにおよそ儚きものはこの世の始終中幻のごとくなるいちごなりさればいまだ漫才の人参の受けたりということを聞かず一生過ぎやすし今に至って誰か100年の業態を保つべきや我や先人や先今日とも知らず明日とも知らず遅れ先立つ人は元の雫末の梅雨よりも茂しと言えりされば明日には幸願なってゆうべには白骨となれるみなりすでに無常の風来たりぬればすなわち二つの眼たちまちに閉じ 一つの息長く耐えぬれば、幸願虚しく返じて、通りの装いを失いぬる時は、六神眷属集まって嘆き悲しめども、さらにその会あるべからず。さてしもあるべきことならねばとて、野外に送って、弱の煙となし果てぬれば、ただ白骨の溝のこれり、哀れというもなかなか愚かなり。されば人間の儚きことは、老少不浄の境なれば、誰の人も早く御生の一大事を心にかけて、阿弥陀仏と深く頼み参らせて、念仏もすべきものなり。あなかしこ、あなかしこ。On white ashes, in silently contemplating the transient nature of human existence, nothing is more fragile and fleeting in this world than the life of man. Thus, we have not heard of human life lasting for 1,000 years. Life passes swiftly, and few among men can maintain their form for even 100 years. Whether I go before others, or others go before me, whether it be today or tomorrow, who is to know? Those who depart before us are as countless as the drops of dew. Though in the morning we may have radiant health, in the evening we may return to white ashes. When the winds of impermanence blow, our eyes are closed forever, and when the last breath leaves us, our face loses its color. Though loved ones gather and lament, everything is to no avail. The body is then sent to an open field and vanishes from this world with the smoke of cremation, leaving only the white ashes. Nothing is more real than this truth of life. The fragile nature of human existence underlies both the young and the old. Therefore, we must, one and all, turn to the teachings of the Buddha and awaken to the essence of life. By so understanding the meaning of death, we come to appreciate the meaning of this life, which is to be treasured because it is unrepeatable. By virtue of true compassion, let us realize the unexcelled value of this existence, and let us live together with gratitude in our hearts. Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu, Namanda Butsu, Namanda Butsu, Namanda Butsu. So this concludes today's Shotsuki monthly memorial service. And today we are going to have Dharma exchange online. And Dharma exchange, I will read the Dharma exchange and talk about Ohigan. So if you are able to join us for the Dharma exchange, please join us for the Dharma exchange. The link is on our website. So please go to Zoom for the Dharma exchange. If not, I will see you next week. And next week is going to be the last online-only service. But from March 27, we are going back to in-person and online hybrid services. So thank you for attending today's service, and I hope you will have a wonderful week. So thank you.